There are too many people who try to beat the train. They think because it's big, it doesn't look like it's going as fast as it is, but it really is going dangerously fast. It will kill you.
Said to be the most dangerous crossing in all of Vancouver, Burlington Northern Santa Fe had plans to close the 144th crossing on May 6, 2010. Their plans were to route residents to the safer crossing at 147th. But residents don't have access to the crossing because a nearby homeowner blocked the road.
My crossing is at 144th Court. There's another crossing at 147th in the River Shore development area, and I could have taken the road, the back road, to that crossing. The road goes through their property, and the road goes through my property too. It divides my property in half. Oh. Because, you know, old roads and we're like that. But these folks keep the gate closed at all times so that you can't get through and call it a private drive. They never did vacate the road.
Vacating a road means the city can legally privatize an unused public road if neighboring homeowners agree they won't be harmed by the road's privatization. It's a legal process homeowners go through, so all affected neighbors have a voice. But Marshack says that never happened with this portion of the historic Old Camas Highway. Now, BNSF can't close 144th, and residents are stuck with poor access to their parcels and no way to develop or improve their homes because the crossing can't adequately accommodate oversized utility and construction vehicles. One affected resident, Dr. Kathy Marshack, has an in-home private business that requires the crossing to provide public access. Public crossings requires standard safety measures, an upgrade the city would need to pay for, especially if East County residents want a train horn quiet zone. Marshack says instead of providing safety or closing the crossing and routing traffic to 147th, the city put their efforts into citing her business with frivolous infractions.
They complained about where the cars were parked, that I parked on an old dirt and gravel driveway. My house is 1954. Yep. I have a paved driveway, I also have a dirt and gravel driveway. They basically said that, well, we just think you're still a nuisance. They came after me for really wacky things. They still do use code enforcement that way. It is important for people to realize that just because we live in Vancouver, or we live in the US, or we live in Washington, or we're Americans, that your civil rights are protected, because in my situation that just didn't happen. My civil rights were totally ignored, stomped all over when some influential neighbors decided that I was in the way of a project that they wanted to accomplish.
She says she tried to get the city to help her, but according to Marshack, they helped her wealthier, more influential neighbor, the same one who blocked the road.
It just got out of control, and I think it's because influential people had the ear of City Hall. I have the legal file of a very influential person where he's clearly noting, need to talk to Richard Landis, need to talk to Mayor Levitt, need to talk to the city engineer. Apparently they were looking at how to, and they have my name there in their notes, how do we stop her? The mayor has told me that he can't speak with me, that the city attorney has told him that he's not allowed to speak to me because I'm suing the city. And I keep pointing out to the mayor that he's my elected representative. I am not suing him, I'm suing the city government. I'm not suing Mayor Levitt. And he keeps saying, I'm sorry, the city attorney, who I am suing, tells him he can't speak with me. So I think that's wrong. I think my elected officials should represent me.
The neighbor, who Marshack says talked with city officials, has since sold his home, and today, the new homeowner has built a $300,000 7-car garage, destroying any chance of restoring the old road's public access. This is the old road Dr. Marshack says has been public since 1908. She says she's shown these historical documents, maps, deeds, and surveys to the city as proof to defend her right to use it. But the city disagreed. It didn't help that no one in the city took her seriously. She says it's because city employees lied about her.
And in the letter, he says, Dr. Marshack appears to present a very convincing argument. She's articulate. It seems reasonable, but she's really a functional sociopath. You can't trust her, and she ought to lose her license to practice. The facts show that they never contacted my therapist at all, and he has never testified in court in Clark County at all, ever, for anybody, for or against. He's never written these reports.
According to Marshack, her efforts to regain her property rights and civil rights were ignored because no one believed her. Now she's suing the city for malicious defamation, but she says she doesn't think she'll ever get her good name back.
We really didn't understand all these attacks until we saw that Jim Jack's report, and we went, well, no wonder everybody's attacking her and she doesn't have a voice. Because that took away her civil rights and her voice, because everybody said, oh, well, she's crazy, we don't have to listen to her.
She's crazy and she's a liar. But when it's wrong, and this is so glaringly wrong, it seems like the mayor ought to step up to the plate and say, I'm going to take care of this. I keep believing that I'm not doing, this isn't happening for no reason. Maybe it's to help shake up City Hall. One person saying, I don't think this is right. And, you know, that's why I think one person can make a difference. But you have to work hard to make a difference.
Right.
Okay, let me grab my keys over there. They're on the Honda.